The alternate version of you is actually pretty confident. And you have it in you. You just need to unlock it. That's what creating an alter ego about yourself, that's what it does. And then eventually you turn into the alter ego. You turn into the best version of you. As human beings, we have to start looking in the mirror. Every day, you guys should start that practice of sitting crisscross applesauce or standing in front of a mirror and looking at your reflection. What are your discrepancies? What's holding you back in life? What's keeping you away from the best? What is it? Whatever it is, create an alternate for it and start showing up as that. So for example, in the past, I had a very big problem with fear. And I know when you guys watch my videos, you're like, wait a minute, like the way she talks about fear, when you know how I say fear is an illusion? Because it is an illusion. I have made fear to be an illusion. And because I approach fear with the mindset that it's an illusion and it's not real, it doesn't control me anymore. I can walk through a forest by myself and feel okay because it's not real. Those feelings of fear, it's not real. So because I tell myself that and I transform myself and I ascend, fear is not real. Fear is not real. Fear is not real. Keep telling myself that. Keep thinking that. Keep marinating on that. Meditating on it. And now it's my reality. When you create an alter ego or a higher version of yourself, a higher design of you that has everything that you know you can have, but maybe you don't have it out of laziness, lack, fear of judgment, fear of being perceived, all these roadblocks, you start showing up as that alter ego and you just turn it on like a light switch. And eventually that's who you will be. How do you practice this? Simple. Let's say the alternate version of you is bold. Your alter ego, she's bold, right? But you're not bold. Now, when you get up in the morning and you go to work, you've been wanting to ask your manager for a raise, right? But you can't do it because you just have that fear in you. You're not bold. You feel out of place. Your alter ego is going to get up and march over there and say, I like to have a conversation with you for 5 minutes if you don't mind. And you're going to ask for that raise. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. What's the most that can happen? You just don't get it and you just move on. But you have to snap into that alter ego and just walk into that room, sit down and say, I'd like to have a conversation with you. I feel like I think I work really well. I would like to discuss having a raise. Even if you have to turn your emotions off for that moment and step into that alternate version of yourself, then you have to do it. Because a lot of times the versions of ourselves that we're comfortable with, that is the version that holds us back in life. The version of you that you're comfortable with will hold you back in life. You have to step out. You have to keep pushing yourself forward in life, ladies and gentlemen. You have to keep pushing yourself into situations that will make you a little bit uncomfortable in order to grow. In order to grow. I always had a fear of being disliked in my past. So what would I do? Overperform. Okay. Give my time to people who were total trash. Trash people, bad people, selfish people, people who couldn't care about me. But I gave myself to them because I had the fear of being disliked. And I had a fear of people just not approving of who I am. But then when I stepped and I started practicing the practice of just stepping into my higher design, even if that makes me uncomfortable, I eventually became the person that I am now, where I don't care. I don't. There's never been anyone that has made an opinion about me that I don't care, that I care about. I won't lose sleep on it. That's why when I get emails of you're this, you're that, or you said this, I mean, people actually think I read the email. If you're not inquiring about something important, something that's related to a class, it's a testimonial, you're saying kind words, I don't read those emails, by the way. Okay. If it even gets to me, I will filter out my emails. I have an email filtering system, and the best, highest design of me does not entertain low vibrational things. So when someone sends me an email talking nonsense to me, by me even reading that email, that is me taking that energy in, and I don't do that. So if the first sentence starts off disrespectful, I already move it to the trash bin. I star the sender, okay? Because like I said, I hate to go there, but a lot of people, they're very unhinged. So that same person that will send you a disrespectful email 3 months later is going to try to book with you. That's how unhinged people are. So you have to learn how to protect yourself in life. So I star the sender. I put the email in the trash, and I keep that person's on the list of the do not allow this person to book list, because this person doesn't like you, but they want access to your energy. And that is something that's very common in life that you will notice. So the alternate version of myself, or the highest design version of myself, does not interact with anything that is low vibrational. I skip and skim over it very quickly, and I move on to the next thing. A lot of you guys, it's not that you can't be the best version of yourself. That's not what it is. You can. It's in you. If you're thinking it, that means you can be it. There is no seed that's planted. There's no desire that's planted that cannot be accomplished. If you have the desire, it's because you can do it. The problem is, how do we get the roadblocks out of the way? Well, you create the alter ego in your mind. It's literally a mental exercise before the Christians and try to come in here and try, that's not God, that's not what the Bible, that's not. All right. No, please. This is a mental exercise to encourage people to start showing up as the best version of themselves. You can't just be praying yourself into a better version of yourself. You need to put some action behind those prayers, okay? Stop saying, God, give me boldness, give me boldness, give me boldness. But every time there's an opportunity for you to be bold, you're running in the other direction. Put some action behind those prayers and meditations that you guys do every day. Put some action behind it. The wonderful thing about, creating your highest design or noticing your highest design and showing up as her is just like the way the world shifts. It's weird. Oh my God, I just got chills saying that. It's weird. Like when you start telling yourself that fear is an illusion, you start telling yourself, I can be whoever I want, literally. Like I can show up as a completely bigger, brighter, better version of myself. Like I literally can just wake up tomorrow morning. I could do that right now. You can do that as you're listening to this. It's just a straight up mindset shift. Like you just immediately shift your mind. You just shift it. You guys aren't hearing me, are you? It's so easy to start showing up as your highest design self. You just have to shift mentally and start showing up as that person. You want to know why a lot of these celebrities even have alter egos? That alter ego, I don't know if you heard about it, alter ego, that's also actually a demon. All right. Okay. Calm down. A lot of professional celebrities, actors, they do these exercises because they're shy. And they don't want them being shy to keep them away from performing. So they're like, I'm going to step into another design of myself and show up as that. And they learn how to turn it on and off. It's an art. And you have to be very mentally strong to know how to do that. Because you have to be so determined to have a better life that version of yourself that's holding you back, you're going to have to put him and her on timeout on certain days. Because sometimes it's not other people holding you back, it's you. You're holding you back. So if you have to create a mental exercise to show up as a better version of yourself, do that. Because it's all about moving forward and pressing forward. I remember I went to this church and I used to do announcements at this church. And when I would go on the stage, it's like, I just turned it on. I don't know. Like I literally would sound like a news anchor person. Like I just turn it on. And then when I get off the stage, I'm like an introvert again. And then people see me in the bathroom and they're like, wait a minute, aren't you the girl that's on the stage that does I'm like, yeah. They're like, that is so strange. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, you're actually like really quiet into yourself and like a ninja. But it's like when you go on that stage, you don't look shy and it's like you've done this 5 million times. But off stage, it's a complete, I'm like, because I've learned the art of turning things on and off. As far as my character, I'm not going to let me being shy keep me away from an opportunity, even though, or I'm not going to let me being an introvert keep me away from proposing a business proposal to a person that I see at the mall. Like, I'm not going to allow that. So I have to learn how to turn it on and turn it off. And it's the same thing with you guys. It's the same thing. You got to learn how to step into that so that you don't lose opportunities. And eventually you're going to become that person. And that's the beautiful thing about using the mental exercises where you can just turn it on and turn it off. That's why actors are so good at playing whatever type of character and whatever type of genre of a movie, because they know how to switch character. In one movie, one person's the villain, and the next movie, they're the lover girl. And the next movie, they're the scientist. Learning how to adapt in life is extremely important. To be like clay and mold yourself in whatever way you need to mold yourself to fit into a situation that's the best situation for you. It's a mental exercise. You can't say, I'm not going to take that promotion because this promotion requires me to talk in front of crowds and I'm afraid to talk in front of crowds, so I'm not going to take it. So you're taking food off the plate of your family out of fear when you could just create an alter ego and just turn it on when you go on the stage and be a best speaker and then go back to being your introverted self afterwards. It's not bad. No, it's not a demon taking over you. No, it's a mental exercise of pushing yourself past your comfort zone. And in life, your comfort zone is dangerous. You don't want to remain in your comfort zone. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't want to remain in your comfort zone because there's no growth there. There's no growth in comfort.